Old money. What is it? And where can we find it? Well, in the United States, old money is synonymous with the American aristocracy, an elite upper class of individuals for whom money has been in the family for generations. As the Northeast is the birthplace of America, it is also the part of the country with the oldest money. In other words, there's a good chance that a number of today's aristocrats are the actual descendants of the original families who founded their particular community. And where can we find these communities? Well, that's what this video is all about. Welcome to Schmancy, the place where we talk all things rich, exclusive, and fancy schmancy. Today we're diving into those upscale communities scattered throughout the Northeast that may not necessarily be the richest in the nation. However, when you come across them, you know you're looking at old money. So without further delay, here are the top 10 old money communities in the Northeast. Number 1. Old Greenwich, Connecticut. We won't discount the town of Greenwich, as it too has a lot of money. But this tiny little section within the town happens to be among America's wealthiest. With homes going for as much as $10 million a pop, can you really argue? Old Greenwich is one of Greenwich's more coastal neighborhoods, as it is situated at the edge, right off the Long Island Sound, and has beaches with views of the New York skyline to prove it. It also has a vibrant downtown area which you can easily stroll and frequent its unique collection of mom-and-pop shops and fine restaurants. Established in 1640, Old Greenwich now offers a wide range of elite clubs, private schools, and a nice selection of luxury estates directly on the Sound. It's also the place where many of its founding families still call home. Number 2. Beacon Hill and Back Bay, Boston. While we're still in New England, let's head on up to Boston, Massachusetts, where we'll find these two neighboring neighborhoods that go as far back as colonial times. Particularly Beacon Hill, which was settled in 1625, and grew to become the quaint neighborhood of narrow gaslit cobblestone streets, brick sidewalks, and federal-style row houses. Median home prices in Beacon Hill are $3.1 million, with some homes going as high as $22 million. Back Bay, on the other hand, got a late start in 1859, as it is actually a landfill built on reclaimed swamps and marshes. Today it's a part of Boston that's known for its well-preserved Victorian brownstones, cultural institutions, and luxury shopping destinations. A typical Back Bay brownstone will most likely cost you from $3 to $20 million. Number 3. Upper East Side, New York City. Though there are many upscale parts to the Big Apple, if you're looking for old money, you will find it in none other than the Upper East Side. This part of Manhattan is better known as the seat of old money in New York City. This is where prominent families such as the Kennedys, Rockefellers, and Carnegies, as well as members of New York high society, were known to congregate, and still do so today. It is also where you'll find world-famous ritzy avenues like Park, Madison, and Fifth Avenue in all their glory. Today the Upper East Side is a nice mixture of luxury high-rises, opulent mansions, endless rows of townhomes, elite private schools, and exclusive shopping venues. Typical home prices can run from $1 million for a simple one-bedroom condo to $40 million for a penthouse, and $60 million for a Fifth Avenue mansion. Number 4. Somerset Hills, New Jersey. In the northern region of Somerset County, New Jersey is what's known as Somerset Hills. It consists of the towns of Bedminster, Bernardsville, Bernards Township, Far Hills, Peapack and Gladstone, and sometimes Mendham and Chester of Morris County. Very little is known about this region of New Jersey, as it is in quite a remote area, and we're pretty sure the residents would like to keep it that way. Somerset Hills is a place where you will find the grand country estates of the wealthy industrialists of the late 19th and early 20th century Gilded Age. Today these massive multi-million-dollar mansions, as well as some newer homes, are occupied by wealthy pharmaceutical industrialists, politicians, and financiers. If you thought Bergen County was where all the money was in New Jersey, you just might have to think again. Number 5. Georgetown, D.C. This quaint little historic neighborhood featuring a high-end shopping district, tree-lined cobblestone streets, a notable canal, charming homes and townhouses, as well as a stunning waterfront, is situated in northwest Washington, D.C. It is also no stranger to old money, as it was established in 1751, well before the city of Washington came into play. Also home to the main campus of Georgetown University, it is home to many politicians and lobbyists, and famous for the backdrop to the set of the movie The Exorcist. No, you won't find any metro stations in this posh little corner of DC. After all, how else would you expect him to keep the riff-raff out? Homes in Georgetown will range from $2 million all the way up to $15 million. Number 6. Newport, Rhode Island. Rhode Island may well be the tiniest state in the country. But don't let that fool you, because historically, it has played host to some pretty big money. Established in 1639, it wasn't until the Gilded Age that a tiny little seaside town called Newport, Rhode Island, became known as the place where American aristocracy would spend their summers. It was, and still is, a place of lavish iconic estates, summer cottage resorts, and is otherwise known as the sailing capital of the world. Today you will find much of Newport's historic mansions still standing. For a mere $10 million or so, you're more than welcome to purchase one, hot off the coastline. If not, then you can always opt for a tour of some of the most exquisite mansions in the country, as many have been converted to museums. Number 7. Philadelphia Main Line. Similar to Somerset Hills is Philadelphia Main Line, a region of suburban Philadelphia consisting of a collection of some of the wealthiest communities in the country. These communities were all located along Philadelphia's Lancaster Avenue, and the former main line of the Pennsylvania Railroad. Hence the name. The collection includes the towns of Overbrook, Marion, Narberth, Wynwood, Ardmore, Haverford, Bryn Mawr, Bala Cynwyd, Gladwin, and the list goes on. While we're still in Philly, we might as well throw in the affluent communities of Chestnut Hill and Society Hill. Located in the northwest section of Philadelphia, Chestnut Hill is a treasure trove of historic mansions, row houses, cobblestone streets, shops, and restaurants. The more urban Society Hill can be found in Center City, boasting its brick sidewalks, cobblestone streets, and Georgian-style row houses. Though some homes in Philly will run in the millions, surprisingly, you can still find many mint-condition mansions that are under $1 million. Number 8. Hudson Valley, New York. When it comes to New York State, there are so many old money communities scattered throughout the Hudson Valley, that we just chose to lump the area into one. We can start with the entirety of Westchester County with its lineup of extremely affluent towns such as Scarsdale, Bronxville, Larchmont, Rye, Chappaqua, and more. Being in such close proximity to Greenwich, Connecticut, Westchester County somewhat takes on that same, old money New England vibe. Next, let's hop across the Hudson, and shed some light on a community like Tuxedo Park, New York. It is noted that J.P. Morgan and William Waldorf Astor owned massive homes there during the Gilded Age. Known today as one of America's most exclusive gated communities, very few non-blue bloods will ever get past those stone gates. Then we have all the Gilded Age manors along the Hudson River, such as the Lyndhurst and Tappan Hill mansions in Tarrytown, and a huge Rockefeller mansion in Sleepy Hollow. And not to forget the Bronx communities of Riverdale and Fieldston, where many famous politicians and industrialists of the past and present have called home. An average home in most of these communities will sell in the millions, while some of the mansions are now museums standing testament to the Gilded Age. We're sure by now you can understand why we see the entire Hudson Valley as a hub for old money. Number 9. Princeton, New Jersey. Not only is this town home to the world-famous Ivy League college synonymous to its name, but did you know that at one point in American history, the town of Princeton served as the nation's capital, with Congress convening in this very building on the university's campus? Settled in 1696, and located midway between New York and Philadelphia, it is a town that is rich with history. So it shouldn't come as a surprise to you that Princeton, New Jersey has earned a spot on this list. This enchanting town is well worth a visit, as it comes with a lively downtown business district, a diverse crowd of students from all over the world, a plethora of elite private schools, affluent professionals making 6 to 10-figure incomes, and a college campus so pristine, it puts others to shame. You can expect home costs in Princeton to range between $1 million to $5 million. And last there's number 10. North Shore, Long Island. This is the coastal region along the northern edge of Long Island, New York. It encompasses the towns of North Hempstead, Oyster Bay, and Huntington, which all sit along the Long Island Sound. Notorious for its extreme wealth and lavish estates, the North Shore exploded into affluence during the Gilded Era, earning it the nickname the Gold Coast. This is where blue blood families like the Whitneys, the Vanderbilts, the Astors, the Guggenheims, the Woolworths, and J.P. Morgan found land to build expansive European-style chateaux, as their second, or even third, home away from home. Of the 500 castles or so that were built at the time, only about 200 of them still stand today. Many have been converted into commercial venues such as museums and resorts. However, as a buyer, you are more than welcome to help yourself to one at the starting cost of $20 million. And that's it for the top 10 old money communities in the Northeast. If there are any other locations that you feel should have made this list, then by all means please do share it with us in the comments below. Furthermore, if you got any value out of this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and click on the bell icon so you never miss out on another video. With that said, we'd like to thank you for watching and we'll see each other next time.